for us black kids, because us black kids, we would be out in the sun all day and not tan, you know, like, or like not visibly tan. Like my mom don't notice if I'm like two shades darker. Like she'd be like, all right, you black, whatever it is, right? However, my lighter skinned brethren would have to be explaining to their parents how, if they was in school all day, how they got tans and stuff.
See you like real life sunshine. Oh, you fine. Like you got angels in your bloodline. I just wanna see you shine. Just give me a sign. I'm trying to get in time with your waistline. If I let you fuck, it's gonna be a problem. I'm just being honest. No, you ain't used to.
Hello, welcome back to my channel, and it's time for a story time. Okay, so this story is a little silly. So this story all takes place, I want to say maybe end of sophomore year of high school. And sophomore year of high school was one of my favorite years of high school. I had my crew, my little clique, and we used to do something very, very bad. It just occurred to me that my dad watches my video. So dad, if you're watching, click off, because I ain't got no time. So sophomore year, what we would do in June is that in June and May, whenever it started getting hot, basically, is that we would leave school early around, like, and I don't mean like early, like, you know, like we would walk into school, take attendance, and walk right back out. So like at like 8, like school started like 7:30. By 8 o'clock we was all out. So we used to go and we used to walk like maybe the 8 blocks to take the Q train and go over to Coney Island and Brighton Beach and go hang out on the beach all day. So this was really great for us black kids, because us black kids, we would be out in the sun all day and not tan, you know, like, or like not visibly tan. Like my mom don't notice if I'm like two shades darker. Like she'd be like, all right, you black, whatever it is, right? However, my lighter skinned brethren would have to be explaining to their parents how, if they was in school all day, how they got tans and stuff. I just had to explain sand to my mom, like, why are your clothes always covered in sand if you're in school? And I was just like, girl, it's the kids that cut and go to the beach. They be throwing sand at us. Like, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone, knowing damn well I was at the beach the whole day. And so this is one of those story times. And without further ado, let me just start the damn story. Okay, so back then I went to my high school. I only went to one high school in my whole life. I wasn't the one that really switched around and did a bunch of different high schools, so I only went to one. And I had my best friends. I'm gonna name one Coke and the other one Cola. So Coke and Cola they'd known each other since elementary school, and I gotta figure out in my head which one is Coke and which one is Cola, but whatever. Coke and Cola knew each other since elementary school, and they like were friends, and then I joined their friend group later, if that makes sense to y'all people. So what would happen is that Coke and Cola both had more friends and were more popular in like in the high school than I was, because I had gone to a private elementary and a private elementary school, and then in middle school I went to middle school a little bit later than everybody else, because I started like mid-year 6th grade. I had a really tough time in middle school. I do not recommend. That was ghetto, and the friends that I had in middle school did not go to my high school, so I was all alone, so I wasn't very popular, and they had a bunch of friends, so of course I made friends with their friends. So then I had a bunch of friends. It was great. Sophomore year, it was amazing. So I don't remember if it was Coke or Cola that decided that we were going to go to the beach, but it was a regular thing that we would normally go to the beach anyway, so it's like whatever. So we decide that we set the plan to go to the beach, and basically how it would be, we would set up the plan the night, like basically the day before, or when we're home the night before. And that's just basically so like everybody could get their stuff that they really need in their backpack. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta pick up your swimsuit, your towel. You gotta figure out how to sneak that out the linen closet and put in your backpack without your mom noticing or whatever, without your sister noticing, because my sister was not no ride or die. She was snitch. So you gotta put it all, you gotta pack it away, pack your sunscreen if you need sunscreen, you know what I'm saying? So we had this plan, and we decided that we're going to go to the beach. And that's just what it was. You was gonna wake up early and go to the beach, and it was supposed to be a fun day. So first period comes, we go inside, and what we do in my school, we had to swipe our ID cards in order to get into the building. So it was pretty simple. You just swipe your ID card. That takes your attendance. But that attendance just handles, I believe, automated calls to your parents to let them know, like, did you come into the building? So that's what that first attendance was for. And then they had attendance period. So periods 1, 3, and 7 were attendance periods. So if you had class period 1 and you missed your first period class, like, sorry if this is confusing. If you had class period 1 and you missed your first period class, then your attendance would be in period 3 and you would be counted as late because you missed, like, it was obvious that you missed first period class, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, so yeah, it was obvious that you missed first period class. And if you didn't have a first, second, or third period, and you started 5th period, which, like, that was like most freshmen would start 4th, 5th, or 6th period, then your attendance would be taken 7th period, and there are only 8 periods in a day, so it's taken right then. So basically, what we would do is, as juniors, we even started at 8 a.m. So, like, whatever. At juniors, we started school, I want to say, we started basically 3rd period or 2nd period. Most of us started like 2nd period. So what would happen is, yeah, I believe 2nd period, right? Me asking y'all, I believe it was 2nd period. We were as sophomores, okay. They switched stuff up. Like, that's a problem. They switched stuff up. Every year I was there, they did a new bell schedule. So, okay, I'm just going to try to say what I remember. I'm an old lady. Y'all can't blame me. So, let's say we started 2nd period. That would make the most sense, because if we started 2nd period, that makes sense why we would only stay. Well, maybe start 3rd period, because we was only staying 1 period. So, if we started 3rd period, yo, how are we getting away with this? So basically, if we started 3rd period, or whatever, 2nd or 3rd period we would get our attendance taken at the front door, and then we would get our attendance taken at the 3rd period class. Remember, 3rd period class. That means we're good till 7th period, and a lot of us had, I guess, 7th period lunch, 7th period gym, whatever 7th period was that we weren't focused on. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really matter, because they didn't call back, like, they didn't call if you already marked present for the day. They didn't call back and say, like, you cut. Like, nah. That's just report card stuff that they put on the report card. So they call, so we would make sure then, and they're not gonna call our parents, and then we would go ahead and mosey on down to the beach, right? So that's the plan. Everybody knows the game plan. And we have comprised a group of, I want to say, 20 to 25 kids that are going to be walking out of the building together to go to the beach together, right? Because we used to be deep. We used to be deep. So there's this one girl. She's Coke and Cola's friend. Like, we were okay. I didn't really see her as much or whatever, but she was nice. So we're walking, and we just left the school. This is the school. This is the school. We have crossed the street, so now we're here. That's how close to the damn school we are. And we're walking, we're all talking to the group. All I hear is this girl mama. We're going to call her Lizzie. Her mama is like, Lizzie! And we all turning like, what the hell? Who the hell mama that is? Like, what is going? And we look and we're like, you know her? And Lizzie's like, that's my mom. And we like, ooh. So she started walking over to the car. And you know what we do? As a mob, we keep walking, because that's none of our business. That's none of our business. But you could hear, because, you know, she's black. So black mamas is nice and loud. And she said, and where do you think you are going, young lady? And Lizzie says, to the beach. Just like that, I swear, just like that. And Cola turns around, mind you, because I told you we kept walking. It's not like we started running or anything. We just kept walking. Cola turns around, and Cola goes, she going to the beach. I'm going to the corner store. We going to the, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm going to the corner store. And Lizzie mom was like, get in the car. She really told her mom, you know what? This is why you can't be honest. She really told her mom she was going to the beach. Girl, we was like, we going to the deli to go pick up some food and we gonna go right back to school. And then we still, that's how you know we ain't real friends, because we still calmly went to the beach and had a grand old time, knowing that she was probably get her butt kicked or whatever. We felt no remorse. We was like, we was talking about it on the train there, like, yo, Lizzie is mad dumb. Like, why would she say that? Why wouldn't she just say that, you know, we going to the deli? That's the number one excuse. We always say we going to the deli. Mind you, our school did not let us leave to go out. What we would do is we would sneak in and out, because we, like, my school, I don't know why it has so many damn exits. Like, it had like 20 different exits. Like, that's the school you want to be in if there's a fire, because you could get out. So we would just have, and not all of the exits were patrolled by security. So we would just have somebody come in, like, would be like, hey, I'm at south side exit door. And then they would just come open the door for you. You could sneak back into school. Or you would just leave through any door. Like, they did not care. That's one thing I loved about school. They did not care when you left. They didn't stop you. They didn't say nothing. It was just you leave. That's it. So thank you if you've ever cut school to go to the beach, or if you've ever been honest with your parents in front of a situation like that. What you do? I know y'all probably think that we was messed up, but think about it though. What do you think you would have said if that was you, like, in that situation? Exactly. You would have lied until some started making sense. Thank you guys for watching. And you guys will see me, your girl Jodessy, a little bit later. Bye, guys. I don't know why I'm doing this, but, like, I'm kind of feeling this. Look at the flip of the wrist. Look at it. I'm probably on a sugar high because I've been doing a lot more quarantine sugar than I should have, which is why, if you're looking, you see it's jiggling again. Don't worry. It's soon off. Summer 2021. All right, bye, guys.